All right, everybody. We are out today for fireweed, and that is this stuff here. What we want to do is we want to find, in this case, is the edge of the road, as you can see. But this is the best place I'm going to have to give you guys an example of what we're looking for. As you can see, there's quite the ravine, quite the drop-off right here. And that's really important because with fireweed, you want really well drainage. They don't like to be wet. So this stuff is all on the edge of this slope and where the water runs down to the bottom. So we'll go down there and take a look at it. This stuff's really nice. You can dry it and use it for smoking, for clearing lawns, and for colds and flus and things like that. There is also, it can be made into sugars. That's what we're gonna do with it. We're gonna make it into a syrup. This is quite the ledge down. There we go. So yeah, we're almost to the bottom, and our fireweed is all here on the hill, or all around us. And so fireweed has these wispy flowers, as you can see, and they're really easy to tell which one's which because, as you see, they have 4 main petals around and then 4 pointed petals around. So we got the 4 and the 4. And so we know that this, around here, we have fireweed and we have steeplebush. And steeplebush is more tightly curled than this, which is fireweed. So yeah, we'll go ahead, and everything on this is useful, being the leaves, the flowers, all of it. But we're here for the flowers. So I'm gonna go down to my patch, and I'm going to, you can see it like here, you just take the top off. You just take the top off with the flower. And there you go. Yeah, so this is fireweed. We'll go ahead and I'll pick up a pretty good bucket full, go hit a few more stops, and then I'll go on to the next step and show you how to make this into medicine. Here is a short list of what this can be used for as medicine. All right, now that we've got it all chopped up into a dish, rinsed and all's good, we're gonna add, in this case, dark brown sugar. You can use normal or light brown sugar, or maple sugar, or even white sugar. But white sugar ferments the fastest, and maple sugar ferments the slowest. The darker the brown sugar, the slower it ferments. As it ferments, that's what pulls all this out and extracts the oils and the minerals and nutrients and the medicine from the leaf, and it'll combine with that sugar, and it'll make it so that sugar is not a solid at room temperature. So we'll end up with a syrup. So I'll get this mixed in at a 50-50 rate, flowers to sugar, and then I'll get it packed up into jars and we'll go from there. All right. Get those in there, and then we'll start mixing it around. All right, we'll keep it going. When I get it done up, it'll be packed into these jars and allowed to stay in a dark, cool area. And as these jars are clear, we want it in a dark area, not somewhere with light. If it was a solid color, it wouldn't matter. But as most of them are glass and see-through, we want to make sure we can see what's going on inside of them. So we'll store them in a dark spot. That way it takes its time and does right. All right, I'm gonna get the other bag of brown sugar into here and go from there. All right, now that we have gone ahead and we got it mixed at a 50-50 rate, we can go ahead and start putting it into the jars. And when we do this, we want to fill it to about here. And then we'll pack it in pretty tight too once it's in there. So yeah, I'll get this jar filled up and I'll be right back. All right, and with that, we have emptied our dish and we've filled up our jars. So yeah, this is mixed about where we want, half and half. There are some pockets, but not a whole lot. And then yeah, we're gonna set this in a dark area, and this is going to withdraw the oils and the sugars and everything from that fireweed, and it's going to pull that into the syrup, and that's going to make the sugars into a liquid. And so the brown syrup will produce a liquid, and that will suck in all the medicine from the flowers. And we'll have cough syrup. And this stuff's really, really good. And if you need, let's say your kids start a cough and they don't want to have normal cough syrup from the store, and they won't even take cough syrup from you, this stuff is amazing because you can just make pancakes and drizzle some of it over top pancakes, and it works delicious. I like to take those instant cans of biscuits, cut them into fourths, fry them in medium warm oil, and then dust those with sugar and then top with the syrup, and then give those out. So then we have cough syrup donuts, dessert and medicine. It brings a whole new idea to taking your medicine with a spoonful of sugar. Hang around for more. I'll show you in a couple days what it looks like.